Get ready for a night of inspiration, laughter, and support. Join us on Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. at the Tupelo Cotton Mill, where outstanding men from our community will walk in her shoes. You'll hear powerful stories from survivors and caregivers, enjoy delicious food and drinks, and experience live entertainment in an evening filled with fellowship, fun, and hope. All proceeds go to support those bravely fighting cancer. This event is powered by Wear It Well.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. As always, thank you so much for joining us on Mississippi Live Weather this morning. It is finally Friday morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Hope you have your cup of coffee and you're ready to go out the door this morning. Finally seeing ongoing dry conditions for a majority of us through a majority of the day. So, hey, that's some good news out there for your Friday. Wanted to start off with this live look. Take a look at this beautiful sunrise ongoing over in Lee County. This is in Tupelo. Temperatures in the upper 60s there. Overall, just a gorgeous start to our day. Still a lot of clouds, though, across the area. Take a look. This one is out of Maben. You can see all of those clouds just ongoing across the area. Temperatures a little bit cooler there in the middle 60s. Here's what you need to know moving forward. Dry conditions are moving in. So we'll be drier today. Can't rule out a few showers for some. So we'll talk about who those some might be. But drier conditions are moving in. Noticeably cooler day ahead. And then a real slight warm up as we head into our weekend. So that's a few things that you need to know as you're headed out the door this morning. So that's a few things. And now let's get into what's exactly going on outside before I take it into the forecast. Here's a look at Mississippi Live radar this morning. You can see here, yes, some greens out there. That's what we call ground clutter. The beam is very low, this radar beam that you see kind of rotating around, because in case there's a light shower, they have to have it pretty low to be able to see that on radar. So that's just picking up things that are higher up, like trees, buildings, things of that such. But here's the good news. I'm not tracking anything out there on your radar this morning. You're good to go out the door. For your first 12 hours, temperature is going to be in the 60s this morning. So that's some good news out there. Definitely cooler than yesterday morning. 70s by 10, upper 70s by 1. 80s back in the forecast. So we start out in the 60s, we'll end out in near 80 degrees. So definitely a cooler day ahead nonetheless. Here's a look at what's going on, a little bit bigger picture. As I said, no rain here in our area. That cold front that caused us some of that headache over the past few days, that's well off to our east now. So that's some good news as well. It's going to continue to track off into the eastern coastline. Here's what you can expect over the next few days. Yes, I said a few of us might see a passing shower or two this afternoon. Nothing to slow you down, mainly if you live along the Mississippi and Alabama state line. But you can see the majority of that activity stays well off to our east. Let's shift into our weekend. Weekend looking nice out there, a little bit warmer, but overall still really nice. Rain still sits to our east, and we look still to stay dry throughout your weekend. That's all the way through Saturday, all the way through Sunday as well. So that's some good news. Really nice conditions out there. If you got any weekend plans, I take them outdoors. It's really going to be good. Let's talk about what's coming up next. We're going to go through your Friday night football forecast. So we'll take it hour by hour. Who has the chance of maybe seeing a passing shower before or during some of those Friday night games? So we'll talk about that. And then also your full Friday night forecast presented by Casey Lott, the game of the week. We'll talk through that as well. And of course, your 7-day forecast. We'll talk through your weekend. So all of those details coming up right after this.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/actnow.
A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's scary that it can be put into anything, and we can't even see it or notice it.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McCauley.
Hey, good morning out there. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Room to Room Weather Center. Meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Thanks as always for waking up with us on your Friday morning. Let's talk about what's going on in the weather department. Temperatures right now in the middle 60s in Starkville on the campus of Mississippi State. Conditions very nice out there. Still tracking a lot of clouds in the forecast, but overall still nice. Conditions over in Pontotoc, upper 60s expected. If you hear something, my baby's in here this morning. She's crawling around paying attention to me, but she's having a good time in here. I hope you guys are having a good Friday as well. Overall, some clouds out there, but we're seeing really nice conditions to start off your Friday. Watching a cold front that's sitting just off to our east. That's that front that's caused us some rain over the past few days. But as you can see, they're well off to our east, not going to be impacting us for your day ahead. Airport delays this morning, minimal to nothing. So that's some good news. If you're headed out, maybe you got a flight, got some weekend plans, you're good to go. I'm not tracking any delays, not even moderate delays across the region wide from Memphis all the way down into Jackson as well. As for your school bus forecast, let's talk about your drop-off versus your pickup times. Dropping the kids off, temperatures a little bit cooler out there than the past few days. So I'm not necessarily saying they need a coat, but it definitely will feel different out the door in the 60s. By the time you're picking them up, we're going to be in the 80s. So definitely a little bit warmer out there for your day ahead as well. So that's some not some really necessarily some good news, but temperatures near 80. Let me pick her up. Y'all want to see her? She really wants me to pick her up, so I'm going to. Maya, you want me to help me do the rest of the weather? She loves my hair brushes. If you know moms out there, she doesn't necessarily like original toys. She wants my stuff. So let's talk about the rest of the forecast, shall we, Maya? Your high school game of the week. This is presented by Casey Lott. As I said, temperatures near 80 for your afternoon. Really nice conditions out there. Cannot complain with 80-degree days. As we head into your high school game of the week, though, it's the Waves, the Battle of the Waves is what people tell me it's called. West Point and Tupelo. That's where Matt's going to be tonight. We're going to see pregame temperatures in the upper 70s, eventually falling into the 60s by the time you're rounding out that game. Overall, a really nice forecast out there for our game of the week. Let's talk about your latest futurecast, because I said a few of us could see a few showers. That's mainly Friday afternoon. You can see here along the Mississippi and Alabama state line. Yes, a few showers out there, but a majority of it is sitting very, very dry. And then as we head into the rest of your Friday evening, yes, a few of those could still hang out within those same areas, but drying out slowly as we head throughout really the rest of the evening. I'm thinking 6, 7 o'clock, you can see a majority of those very dissipating, and we're just dealing with some cloud cover for the rest of the forecast. So let's go into your Saturday, shall we? I'm going to step out and show you the rest of your Saturday. So 10 o'clock on your Friday, things really dry out. Going into your Saturday morning, just dealing with some cloud cover out there. So that's some good news, even into your afternoon as well. Going into the Saturday afternoon, again, dry conditions nonetheless. As we head over the next 7 days past today, I think we're only going to be tracking out cloud cover. We're looking at another dry pattern setting up, and that starts this weekend. Temperatures in the middle 80s on Saturday, upper 70s or upper 80s. I wish it was upper 70s on your Sunday. This is around average for this time of year and dry, but again, cooler nonetheless than we've been seeing. As for the tropics, look at this. Hurricane now, Humberto, not tropical storm, hurricane. This is a look at the 4 a.m. advisory. Again, we're seeing winds 75 miles an hour or so with this. Here's the good news with at least this system. Yes, it looks to increase into major hurricane status, but then it's looking to take that easterly turn, and that's really due to that cold front that's stretching along the eastern coast. That's kind of going to steer this system, this tropical system, to the right and let it avoid the Carolinas. However, I can't say the same story. It's not the only thing we're tracking. We're watching this chance. It now has a high chance over the next 7 days. That one has a better chance of impacting the United States, so we're going to continue to watch it. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast ahead. Temperatures in the 80s today, tomorrow, Sunday. Upper 80s as we had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So a little bit warmer to start off your work week. Also, before I go, let me show you those overnight lows. If you didn't notice them, let me put them out for you. Upper 50s Saturday and Sunday. So as you're headed out the door for this weekend, if you got any early plans, it's definitely feeling a little bit cooler, a little bit fall-like, as I should say, out there. Going into the rest of your work week, temperatures in the middle to low 80s out there. So a little bit warmer to start the week, and then we start tracking back down more around average. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. Coming up next, we'll have a little bit more going on with the football forecast. I'll talk about your latest SEC football forecast coming up at 7. So in about 20 minutes, you'll have to tune back in with us. Again, I'll talk about your latest football forecast. We'll go through each SEC football forecast. Ole Miss and Mississippi State do play at home. Alabama plays away. So I'll have all of those and your latest weekend and 7-day forecast all coming up in the next 20 minutes.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.